Hello, Virginia Tech people. I am very honored to be able to offer you this yoga class. I'm going to try to make it about an hour, maybe a little less. As a veterinarian and an avid yogi, really is my great dream to be able to bring these two things together. So I'm super happy to be here. I have found great comfort in yoga. Yoga's really been a staple for me in my mental health care throughout my whole career, and certainly in owning my own practice when the stresses were even ever greater. So I'm going to encourage you to make sure that you're wearing something comfortable. It doesn't have to be tight yoga clothes. Just be comfortable. Maybe pause the video, go change. If you have blocks, I'm definitely going to offer that a lot because I find blocks to be really helpful. And a blanket. And if you don't have a yoga blanket, that's fine. Just grab a towel or a smaller blanket in your house. Also, make sure your telephones are off or silenced if you're on call. Hopefully you can get out of your head enough to enjoy yourself, and make sure that you're in a quiet room. So if you need to, pause the video, but we'll just get started. And of course, invite your furry friends to be with you. So find a comfortable seat, and I'm going to offer a couple of things. My cat is now sitting on my blanket, but you can sit on your blanket. I'm gonna turn a bunch of times throughout the class just to so you can see my body a little bit more. Basically, you want your seat to be elevated. You want your seat to be a little elevated from your legs. It's just going to help you to sit up. So you can sit on a block, or now that my cat is off of my blanket, you can sit up on a blanket. A blanket's not going to offer as much lift. A block might be a little more comfortable because we're going to sit for a couple of minutes. I'm going to choose a block, and I'm actually going to put it under my seat, and I'm going to sit in this style. So just find a comfortable seat, and let's just really arrive in the space, arrive wherever you are. And when I say that, I really want you to feel your body. I want you to feel the earth holding you up. I want you to feel your seat grounding down. And for a moment, just leave everything behind. You are taking this time for you, and everything will be waiting for you when you're done. So really immerse yourself in this hour. If thoughts come into your head, just gently let them float on by. Try not to get caught up in the train of thought. Just let it float by and bring yourself back here. Traditionally in yoga, we inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Do whatever is good for you. If your nose is stuffed up and you can't, that's okay. But research has proven that this is a more efficient way of breathing. So try in through the nose and out through the nose. And you don't have to lock out all sensations or noises. Really try to be 100% present here. So that might mean that you listen to the wind blowing, like I can hear the wind blowing right now. Listen to birds chirping. Might even be hearing your children. That's okay. It's just gonna anchor you to the present moment. And that's really, really what we want to give ourselves. Now I want to do a quick body scan. And that's just to become aware of our body. And I want you to do it in a non-judgmental way. So just a noticing. So right now, what is the first thing that's coming up for you? Maybe you're like wondering what you're doing here, feeling guilty that you're taking this time. Maybe you're thinking about turning the video off because you just have too much to do. Just notice that and let it go. And bring yourself right back here. I want you to notice the top of your head, the skin of your scalp, and then coming on down, notice your eyes. Notice the space between your eyebrows, and maybe you're holding a little tension there, and just release that. And then notice the tip of your nose. Maybe it feels a little cooler. Notice your lips. Maybe you're holding some tension there. Just release that. Notice your tongue. Let it fall into your mouth. Notice your jaw. That's a place where I hold a great deal of tension. So just notice your jaw and just release it if you're holding tension. Notice your shoulders. Let those fall. Notice your heart space. In fact, bring your left hand to your heart space. Just touch your body. Bring a little compassion to yourself by bringing your hand to your heart space, just acknowledging your heart. And then coming down, bring your right hand and place it on your belly. Notice what that feels like. And release your hands and bring them back to your thighs or your knees. Just noticing that contact between your fingers and your leg. And then slowly come back into the room. Open your eyes if you had your eyes closed. Take a deep inhale, and now we're going to exhale out the mouth. And do that again. Inhale through the nose. And let something go out the mouth. Now we're going to do a short breathing exercise in yoga. It's called pranayama. There's many different types of pranayama. I'm going to invite you to try a grounding type of pranayama. And in this breathing exercise, your exhale is going to be a little longer than your inhale. And that's been shown to calm your nervous system and be grounding. So we're going to start with inhaling to a count of 4. Then we're going to hold for a count of 4. And then we're going to exhale for a count of 6. We're going to do that twice together. And then I'm going to invite you to do whatever feels natural for your body. Maybe that's too much and you want to go to 3 and 5. Maybe it's not enough and you want to go to 5 and then 7. So just come back to your comfortable seat. Take an inhale and an exhale normally. And then on your next inhale, we're going to inhale to the count of 4. Inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold at the top of your inhale. So 2, 3, 4, and then exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's repeat that. Inhaling, 2, 3, 4, and hold at the top of your inhale, 2, 3, 4, and exhale, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to invite you to take 2 more rounds at your own speed, really noticing what feels good for you. Now just release that, maybe just move around a little bit, kind of shake that off. Now we're going to do some sun breath. So the meaning of yoga is really, it's to yoke, and it's yoking breath and movement. So we're going to start with some gentle movement where I want you to link your breath. So on your inhale, you're going to bring your arms up and maybe gaze up at your fingertips. And on an exhale, come down. These are called sun breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. And again, inhaling and exhaling. And we're going to take a little side stretching from here. If you do have a block, you might want to use the block here for your side stretching. And you might not want to. So you're going to bring your left fingertips to the ground and inhale your right arm up. And gaze up at your fingertips. And you can stay right here if you're feeling enough stretch in the right side of your body. And if you want, you can continue the stretch up and over. You can look up at the ceiling if you'd like, or you can look down. Really choose what feels best for your body. That's one thing that I'm going to encourage you in your yoga practice today and in any yoga practice. Listen to your body. You don't have to do exactly what the teacher says. Do what feels good to you. Move around. And inhaling, coming up, bring that right hand down to the ground, and we'll take it to the other side. So inhale, the left arm up, gaze up at your fingertips. Notice that side stretch in your left side body, anchoring your seat down, and then just stay right here, or you can continue the stretch and you can come on over. Again, you can bring your arm forward, or you can bend your elbow. Just feel around and feel what feels good to you. And then inhaling, coming up. We're going to inhale both arms up together, and then we're going to take a twist. So separating your arms and looking over to the left. You're going to twist over to the left. So you're reaching behind with your left fingertips, and your right fingertips can either be on your knee or on the ground, whatever feels good. But I want to encourage you to sit up nice and straight and keep your neck comfortable. Inhaling and exhaling. And then we're going to inhale, come back forward, and exhale, twist over to the right side. So right fingertips are coming behind you. Neck is nice and comfortable. Right fingertips are either touching your knee or your leg, wherever is comfortable. Inhaling, coming up to center, and then exhale, just bow forward. And you can come forward as much as feels comfortable. You can bend your arms. You might reach your head to the mat. You might just let your head hang, whatever feels good. Just come forward for me. And then come back up. Take one moment just to notice how you're feeling. And we're going to do a little neck stretching. So take your left arm and you're going to bring it up and you're going to gently just touch the side of your head and you're going to gently weight your head, bringing your head over to the left side. Just gently weighting it and maybe taking your right fingertips and reaching out for the ground. You might reach the ground, you might not. Just sort of extends the stretch. Just gently pull your head over to the left. And just notice the stretch on the right side of your neck. And then let go, release that, and we'll take it to the other side. So inhale your right arm up, grab your head, and just gently weight your head and pull it over to the right. Bring your left fingertips out, maybe down to the ground. And just feel that nice stretch across the left side of your neck, left shoulder. And releasing. Just take another moment to notice and feel that. Now I'm going to ask you to remove, if you're sitting on a block, remove that or remove your blanket. We're going to come into child's pose. So child's pose can look different. You can have your knees together and you can just come forward and bow, or you can bring your knees wide, toes together, and walk your hands forward and just sink down. Now, child's pose is not so easy. So if it's not feeling good to you, you can put something underneath your seat, or you can actually put something under your head. In child's pose, I really want you to just feel, again, that sense of grounding, feel the earth supporting you. Try to relax, try to release something. There's a little hummingbird that just came by. Okay, and then gently press yourself up from your child's pose. And we're going to come into tabletop. I'm going to turn to the side so that you can see my body. So in tabletop, you want your wrists under your shoulders and you want your knees under your hips. You can have your toes tucked if that feels better to you, or you can have the tops of your feet flat, whatever feels good. And we're going to do cat-cow. So cat-cow is a place where you can really get into linking your breath and your movement. So inhaling, you're going to drop your belly. You're going to lift your seat. You're going to lift your gaze, open the front of your neck. And on your exhale, you're going to round your back, bring your chin to your chest, bring your navel to your spine, stretch across your shoulders. Inhaling, dropping your belly, lifting your gaze, lifting your chin, lifting your seat. And exhaling, chin to chest, belly to spine, stretching across your shoulders, arching your back. So now a couple more. I want you to really link your own breath and your own movement, closing your eyes, really getting into the movement, feeling the nuances. Inhaling to cow and exhaling to cow. And then come to your neutral tabletop, and we're going to take puppy pose. So puppy pose is a shoulder stretch. You're going to walk your hands forward, and I really encourage you to listen to your own body here. My shoulders are very tight, so I have to make my hands very wide. And then you're gonna, on an exhale, you're gonna sink down, maybe bringing your forehead to the ground, maybe bringing your chin to the ground. That's a big stretch. So you can sit there for quite a while and get a really good stretch. And if you're done, walk yourself up. And now we're going to thread the needle, which I'm going to show you from this position. So back to your tabletop. You're going to hold your weight in your right hand, and you're going to inhale your left hand up, gazing up at your fingertips. And then on an exhale, take that left arm and thread it under the right. And then you're going to come down. You're going to bring your left shoulder and left side of the face down to the mat. And you can keep your right hand where it is, or you can bring your right fingertips up and stretch. And holding this nice stretch here. And now getting ready to move, plant your right hand, push yourself up, and just to counter this, take your left arm, stretch it up, and then bring your left hand back. And now we're going to go to the other side. So planting the left hand, inhale the right up, and then threading the needle under, bringing that right shoulder down and right side of the face down to the mat. Leaving your hand right where it is, or you can extend your fingertips out and just sink into the stretch. Getting ready to move, take your left hand and plant it, and then push yourself up and counter it by bringing the right arm up and then back down. Now I'm going to show you how to do toe stand. So this is a very big stretch for the toes, but I find that sometimes we don't give our feet enough love, and especially as veterinary professionals, you're probably standing on your feet a lot. So you can see I'm kneeling and I've got my toes folded under me and I'm sitting up nice and straight. Again, your feet are going to start to speak to you. So stay as long as you want and then come out as soon as you're done. Now we're going to move into downward facing dog. We're going to do a little bit more movement. So I'm going to show you down dog from the side position, just so I can go over some of the nuances of down dog. So bringing your hands down and pressing up into a V. I'm going to encourage you to bend your knees, which will help you to straighten your back. You want to spread your fingers nice and wide. You want to bring the creases of your elbows forward. You want to externally rotate your shoulders. You want to let your head go. let it relax, even shake it, yes or no, to let go of that tension. Gazing at your knees or gazing up at your belly button. And if your hamstrings are not, if you have more movement in your hamstrings or you feel like you can gently try to straighten your legs, but don't let it compromise the straightening of your back. You don't have to bring your heels down and you don't have to straighten your legs. So just sit here for a moment and feel downward facing dog. I'm going to change directions. And from downward facing dog, I want you to lift your right leg up. And then you're going to bring your right knee through, and I want you to bring your knee down first, and then you're going to bring your left foot forward. And that's a really easy way to get from down dog into these next postures that we're going to be doing. So your left foot is forward, hands on your knees, just sit up nice and tall here. We're going to do a little side stretching from here. It's a great, nice to have a block here. So from here, place your block on the left-hand side, hand on the block, and stretch your right arm. And then you're going to switch sides, so move the block, right hand on the right side, and inhale your left arm. Nice, deeper side stretch. From here, inhale both arms up, and then we're going to take a twist. So dropping the left arm down and around, twist over to the left. And on an inhale, bring both arms up, drop your right arm down, twisting over to the right, and inhale up. Now we're going to go to the other side. So plant your hands, bring both knees down so you're on tabletop, and you're just going to bring that right foot forward, and we'll do that same flow on the other side. So block is on the right side, hand on the block, inhaling the left arm up, and then switch the block and switch sides. Bring the left hand down, inhale, right arm up, and then let go of the block, inhaling both arms up, and we're going to twist, drop the right arm and twist over to the right. Inhale up, drop the left arm and twist over to the left. And then inhaling up, maybe taking a little back bend here. Inhale, take a nice safe back bend, really bringing your navel to your spine to protect your low back. And then exhale, bring both hands to the mat, bring your knee down, and we're going to come back into downward facing dog. So back into down dog. This time we're going to step our leg all the way through, not transition from the knee. So inhale the left leg up, and then exhaling, bring that left leg all the way through and plant it between your hands. Now you might need to help yourself there. Just take your time, help your leg, no problem. Drop your right knee and inhale back to that runner's lunge. Then we're going to do a little twisted runner's lunge. So grab your block if you'd like to. You're going to plant your right hand and inhale your left arm up. We're a twisted lunge. And then exhale down. Inhale, come back up to your knee. And we're going to try a little twist around to the back. So take your block and bring it behind on the left-hand side and inhale your right arm. And then exhale, drop it back down. And we're going to come back to downward facing dog. So straighten that right leg, plant both hands, and try to bring your left leg back. Come into downward dog. Let's take a couple of breaths in down dog, inhaling and exhaling. And then inhale that right leg up, and then step the foot all the way through between your hands. Drop your left knee and come back up, pressing on your right knee. Now we're going to do that twisted lunge. So bring the left hand down to the mat or on your block and inhaling the right. And then exhale back down, and we'll try that other stretch. So bring the block into your right hand, bring it behind your right glutes, and inhale that left arm. And exhale, coming back down. We're going to come back down to downward facing dog. And then from down dog, just walk your feet all the way forward to the front of the mat. And then we're just going to hang. Let our head and our neck hang in a forward fold. I want to encourage you to bend your knees here. You really want thigh to abdomen connection. Don't worry about having straight legs. Bend and just relax. If you have more availability in your hamstrings, then go ahead and straighten your legs. Yoga is not a competition. Yoga is about listening to your own body and doing what your body feels good doing. Just let your head hang. Nod your head yes. Imagine for a moment every concern and every worry just pouring out of the top of your head and going into the earth. Inhale for a flat back. So you're going to bring your hands to your shins, bring your belly in, and then exhale, let it go. And then we're going to inhale. Actually, we're going to stay here. We're going to inhale, come all the way up to standing. So bend your knees generously. Let everything hang. Let your head hang. Let your head come up last. And you're going to inhale, 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 all the way up to a standing position. Now we're going to do a couple of standing flows. Just some simple stuff before we come back down and finish up. I'm going to show you Warrior One. So you're going to step forward with your right foot. You're going to bend your knee, and your back foot, your left foot, is going to be at an angle. And you're going to sink forward. So you might need to adjust your foot. So bending into this leg, knee is right over the ankle, hips are forward, and inhale your arms up. This is Warrior One. Inhale and exhale. And from here, we're just going to do a little bit more twisting. I want you to drop your left arm and twist open to the left side. And inhaling up, and let's twist to the other side. So drop the right arm, twist over to the right. Inhaling, bring your arms down to the level of your shoulders. You're going to open your arms up, and then exhale, bring them around and around your back. Inhaling, open, and exhale, round. And one more time, inhale and exhale. From here, we're just going to step the left leg forward, and we'll do that same thing on the other side. So stepping the right leg back, left foot is forward, come into Warrior One on this side, sinking into your knee. Knee is over the ankle. Inhaling, arms up. Don't forget to keep your hips forward. And we'll do that same flow. So dropping the right arm and opening. What's here? Hey. Good. Inhaling and exhaling, twist. And inhaling up. And coming down and stepping forward. Inhaling. I had to pause the video and start again because it started to rain outside. So we're going to just pick up where we left off. Okay, so you're standing at the back of your mat and we're going to come into warrior one. So you're going to step forward with your left foot and warrior one posture. You want both of your hips facing forward. Your front knee is going to be bent, so that right knee is going to be bent. You want to have your knee directly over your ankle, and then you're going to inhale your arms up. And just feel warrior one here. So from here, you're going to inhale, and you're going to exhale, bring your hands down and just lean forward. And then inhale. And then you're going to exhale your arms to a T. And then we're going to do a little flow here. Inhaling, coming forward, rounding your back and kind of hugging yourself. And then exhaling, open your arms wide, gaze up, open your chest. Inhale, come forward and hug. And exhale, open. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale. Lean forward, hug yourself, exhale, stretch. And one last time, inhale and exhale. Bring your arms up, step both feet forward. Let's take Tadasana or mountain pose for a moment. So just bring your arms to your sides, palms forward, standing nice and tall. Feel all 4 corners of your feet touching the earth. Then we'll come into warrior one on the other side. So now bring your left foot forward, right foot back. Hips are facing forward, left knee over left ankle, and your back leg is nice and straight and strong. And inhale your arms up. This time we're going to do a little twisting. So take your right arm and bring it down. You're going to twist over to the right hand side. Inhaling, coming forward. Drop the left arm. Twist to the left side. And inhale. We'll just repeat that one more time. Inhale over to the right. And up. And then one last time, over to the left, twisting, inhale, and then drop both feet to the ground. And then I want you to step back to downward facing dog. So in this down dog, just kind of pedal your feet out and move a little bit, just see what feels good. Maybe wag your tail. And from here, we're gonna just walk your feet forward to your hands. Come into that forward fold again. Dropping your head, just relaxing everything. From here, we're going to do a little stretching. So I want you to bend into the left knee, planting the right hand, and bring up that left arm and stretch. And then switching sides. Bend into the left knee, planting the left hand, and inhaling the right arm. Take an inhale and an exhale, and then slowly round up one vertebra at a time, head coming last. Back to mountain pose. Bring your hands to heart center. This is Namaskar Mudra. Nice grounding. Mudra for the hands. Now we're going to come into a little bit of a warrior two flow. So step your right foot forward and step your left foot back. Now in this position, the back leg is parallel, or the foot of the back leg is parallel to the back of your mat, and the toes of the front foot are perpendicular. And in this position, versus warrior one, you had your hips forward. Here, we're going to have our hips open to the side of the mat. And you might need to adjust your legs and widen them a little bit, coming down nice and low. Again, knee is going to be over the ankle here. So with your right leg forward, just make sure that the knee isn't coming too far forward, and also make sure that it's not coming in. You want to kind of keep it wide. And then arms nice and strong, gazing past your right fingertips. From here, we're going to move a little bit, again, linking our breath and our movement. So inhale, lift the front arm up, gaze up your fingertips and feel the right side body stretching. And then exhaling, coming down, you're going to bring that right forearm to your knee. And then taking your left arm, bringing it up, straight, gazing up at the ceiling for side angle pose. And then from here, inhaling, coming back to warrior two. Pause. And then we'll take that again. So bring the right arm up, gaze up at the ceiling, and then exhale, coming down to side angle. One more time, warrior two, reverse your warrior, gaze up, and then exhale to side angle. From here, we're gonna face the side of the mat. And we're going to do a wide leg straddle forward fold. So here your toes are pointing forward, your feet are parallel to the mat, hands on your hips. Take a nice inhale, open your chest, and on an exhale, you're going to bend forward slowly, bringing your navel to your spine, elbows back, and just pause at 90 degrees. And exhale, release down. You can bring your hands to the mat. Let your head hang heavy. And you can just take this nice and easy, just a relaxing quad stretch, or you can make it a little bit more active. You can grab on your ankles and you can pull down, but just be mindful, really listen to your quadriceps here. Your hamstrings. This is a really big hamstring stretch. So again, just letting everything go. Staying present, being aware of your body, non-judgmentally. And then inhaling, plant your hands on the ground. And we're going to take a little stretch here. So I'm going to face you so you can see. So from here, you're going to plant your right hand and inhale your left arm up. And then exhale, bring that left arm under the right arm and try to grab onto your right ankle. And then you can take that right arm up if you'd like. And exhale, plant both hands, and we'll go to the other side. So planting the left hand right in the center, inhale your right arm up. And then exhale, bring it under the arm, grab onto your left ankle if you can. Don't worry about it if you are not able to. And inhale your left arm up. And exhale, release. Just take a moment to hang again, let everything go. Then you're going to bring your hands to your waist. Bring your belly to your spine, engage your core, and slowly come on up. And then we'll take our warrior two to the other side. So, if I remember correctly, yeah. So now we're going to bring the left foot forward, right is back, left knee is bent, right foot is parallel to the back of the mat. Inhale your arms and come up to warrior two. And breathe. Feel your power. It's a very powerful pose. I always feel really strong, definitely like a warrior in this pose, and just enjoy that. And then here we're going to take a little bit of a different flow. So we're going to inhale our arms straight up, and at the same time, you're going to straighten the front leg. And then exhale, coming back down, bending that front leg again. So inhaling, bringing both arms up, straightening the left leg, and then exhale, sinking back into that left leg. A couple more times. Inhaling up, exhaling, sinking into that front leg, and one more time. Up and back. And then from here, we're going to come to the side again, just like we did. Hands on the waist. And coming forward. Coming all the way down, planting your hands. And from here, we're going to do a little side-to-side movement. This is called Skandasana. And I'm going to, again, show you from here. So bending into your right leg. You can keep your hands planted and have your toes up. It's a nice stretch for the inside of the groin. And then inhaling to the other side, let your hands help you. Coming over to the other side, stretching. And if you want to challenge your balance, you can bring your hands to Namaskar Mudra. And you can even try to do Skandasana without your hands, if you want to play. No judgment, just try it out, let it go if it doesn't work. Pause in any place that feels good. And inhaling, coming back to the center, lifting your hands on your waist, and then inhale, come on up. We're going to do a little balance posture. There's lots of balance postures. I always use balance postures as a gauge of how well balanced I am in my life. Am I balancing work and fun? Am I, too heavy on one? I find that when I'm not balanced, my balance postures in yoga are not going so well. So we're going to start with the most simple foundational balance posture, and that's tree. So we're going to start by balancing on our right leg. I want you to just bend your left knee and engage your right standing leg, and just engage all those muscles and get your body in the position to be ready to balance, and just bring some awareness to what you need. You just need engaged quads, kneecap is up, core is engaged. And from here, just bring your foot. It can be at your ankle, it can be on your shin, or it can be all the way up on your thigh. Bring your hands to heart center. Breathe, no judgment. Fall out, come back in. To me, it's not in the doing, it's in the repeated efforts to get back to it. And if you want, you can extend your branches. You can dance a little bit, whatever you want to do. And exhale, come back down. Now we'll go to the other side. So engaging that left standing leg, bending the right. And then whatever posture feels comfortable to you. Hands at heart center, just breathe. Find a point of focus of your eyes. In yoga, that's called a drishti. And again, just challenge yourself if you want. Bring your arms up, maybe get a little fluid, and maybe even close your eyes. That's really hard for me. And coming back to standing. So now we're going to start to come down to the floor again. We're going to come down into Malasana or yogi squat, one of my favorite postures and arguably one of the most healthy. I try to do it every day. So bring your toes out, heels in, and you're just going to come down, grab a block because a block is going to be helpful. You might want to sit your seat on the tallest side of the block, or whatever feels right to you. There's 3 heights to a block. You can also just sit. Try to bring your elbows to your knees. That's going to help widen everything, and bring your hands to heart center. And maybe just close your eyes here. In this moment, think of something that you're grateful for. It doesn't have to be complicated. Don't overthink it. Maybe it's simply your strong, healthy body. And then open your eyes, help yourself down to the ground. We're going to do a quick core posture called boat. So sit up nice and tall, lift your feet up, and you can keep your knees bent and palms open. Just try to open your chest. Sit here for a moment, feeling the power of your core. You can straighten your legs if you'd like to. But the important thing is to have a nice open chest. And then slowly lower yourself down to the floor. I'm going to just position this so that you can see me better, because we're going to be working on the floor for the rest. So you're down on the floor, and you're going to have your right leg straight and left leg bent. Both hands interlaced on your right knee, relaxing your head. Pull your knee as tight into your chest as you can. Feel that compression of your hip. This is called wind removing. And then grabbing the outside of your left knee with your right hand, you're going to bring that knee across your body, and you're going to twist. And this is another great place for your block. You can bring your block here, and then you can rest your knee on that block. And then you're going to take your left arm and you're going to open it up to a T to the other side. Your head can be facing whatever feels comfortable. A beautiful supine or recline twist. Inhaling and exhaling. And in these postures where we're holding, try to stay present. Try to stay right on your mat. Inhale, bring that left knee back in, give it one more squeeze. And then we're gonna come into a half happy baby. So you're gonna grab the outside of your left foot with your left hand. And your foot is flexed, ceiling is toward, or bottom of the foot is towards the ceiling. And you're just pulling on that foot. Trying to bring your knee a little closer to your body. And just notice where you feel this stretch. And then bring both knees in, give yourself a little hug, maybe rock back and forth, massaging your low back, and then switch legs. So right knee is going to stay bent and in, left leg straight and long, interlacing your fingers and squeezing that right knee into your chest. And then coming into a twist, move your block if you have it. Bring your right knee across your body, grab it with your left hand, and then your right arm is coming out to a 90-degree angle, opening, stretching the front of your shoulder. Twists are very good for digestion. They help move ingesta through your intestines. And then coming back center, we'll do half happy baby on this side. So bent right leg, you're grabbing the outside of your right foot with your right hand. Foot is flexed, bottom of the foot is facing the ceiling. And you're just pulling that knee close to your chest. And don't forget to breathe. And then one more time, just bring both knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Give yourself a little bit of love. We're going to do one last pose before we come into Shavasana. And that is called legs up the wall, or my favorite Sanskrit word, Viparita Karani. You can take your block and put it underneath your seat. So you want to feel really good here. This is just right here is amazingly comfortable. Feels like a massage. And then you're going to lift your legs up to the ceiling. And don't worry, they don't have to be perfectly straight. You can just bend them a little bit, just relax them. Let your arms just open to wherever feels good. Close your eyes. Relax your body. And just let everything go. Let all the blood flow from your feet come down. Inversion postures are really healthy, and they're great at the end of our practice, just to help the blood flow move through the body and down to the brain. And just gently bring your feet down. You can do one last posture here. Just straighten your legs. And this, I don't know what the name of this is, but one of my teachers calls it extended bridge. And you can feel a nice stretch in the front of your hips here in the hip flexors. Bending your knees, lift your seat up and remove the block. We're going to move into Shavasana now, but I really want you to take a minute or two, and if there's anything that you feel that your body needs or your body is calling for, just take a moment for that right now. Really honor yourself. It's one of the gifts that yoga gave me, is an ability to really listen to myself as a veterinarian and as a mother and caretaker. I tend to take care of others first before I take care of myself. And yoga gave me the awareness to even know myself, be able to listen to myself, and then give myself what I need. So go ahead, take some time for that. And then we're going to meet in Shavasana. So Shavasana is corpse pose. You're going to lay on your back, toes wide, and relax, arms wherever you want them. Eyes closed. You want to really get comfortable here. So if you want to pause the video, go get yourself a pillow, put your head under a pillow, get yourself a blanket, just make yourself totally, totally comfortable. And I'll meet you back here. I am not going to sit in Shavasana. I'm going to sit up straight because I'm going to talk you through a body scan while you're in Shavasana. And then we're going to end with the loving kindness meditation. So get into your Shavasana, get really comfortable, just let everything go. This is the time for the movement, the somatic movement that you've done, really to download into your body and really have its wonderful effects. So just start at the top of your head and relax your scalp. Feel your scalp tingling, just bring your awareness there. And then moving that awareness down to your right ear. Just notice your right ear. And maybe relax that. And then bring your awareness over to your left ear. Notice that. Relax your ear. Relax your lips. Relax your tongue. Relax your chin. Feel the front of your throat relax. Notice your heart center. Bring your awareness to your right shoulder, your right elbow, your right wrist, your right fingers. Bring your awareness to your left shoulder, left elbow, left wrist, left fingers. Back to your torso. Bring your awareness to your heart center. I want you to imagine it expanding. Imagine a bright light is coming out of your heart center and illuminating the ceiling above you. That's your fire, your passion, the intensity of your presence here on earth. And then come down to your belly, soften it. Bring awareness to your pelvis. Just try to let that go. Sometimes we hold tension here, just release that. Relax your right quad, your right knee, your right toes. Relax your left quad, left knee, left toes. And now just wiggling a little bit. Keep your eyes closed. Just bring some movement into the body. I'm going to invite you to slowly and mindfully make your way to your right side. Come into the fetal position. A little last gift to yourself before you move out of this practice and into the rest of your day. Thank yourself for taking time to do this. So you have some connection between your body and your mind. And then eventually find yourself back to a comfortable seated posture, eyes still closed and hands at heart center. And together, I'm going to invite you to invoke the loving kindness meditation, which is very powerful. It's been around for thousands of years. And it's can be good for ourselves and for the world. So with your eyes closed, I want you to imagine the face of a loved one. Maybe it's your spouse, your child, your dog, a friend, someone that brings a smile to your face and pure joy to your heart. Let that warmth fill your heart and radiate into every corner of your body. Just really feel suffused with love. And say silently or out loud to that being, may you be happy and peaceful. Now, still with your eyes closed, I want you to picture your own face. Try to keep that same joy and warmth that's in your body and give it to yourself. And say to yourself, either silently or out loud, may I feel happy and peaceful. And now I want you to picture someone that you have difficulty with. This can be really challenging. And I want you to try to maintain that same joy, that same love, that same openness, and say the same words to that person. May you feel peaceful and happy. And now I want you to imagine a community outside of yourself. So maybe it's your veterinary community, maybe it's your state, maybe it's our country, maybe it's the world. Just think of a larger community. And with all the joy and all the love that you have inside of you right now, let that spread out to every being that you're imagining. And say, may you all be happy and peaceful. And now, with your hands at heart center, open your eyes. One last thing that we're going to do together before we close class is we're going to chant the sound of Om. It's the universal sound. So we're going to take just a regular inhale and exhale. And an inhale. Om. May the light in me honor the light in you. Namaste.